Welcome back to the Arch Plays.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so RuneScape, here's my...
RuneScape is fucking bullshit.
Okay, let me tell my story.
Tell your bullshit story of bullshit.
Tell your bullshit stuff.
Get 2 more
Fucking
Starship.
you. Oh, no. I spun. It didn't do it. It just kept dropping me.
Well, because you were on fire. You were like hot-footed.
You know who's hot?
Me? I don't think so.
Oh,
Well, I don't.
oh. Stop it! Screwed!
You did. Hey, you survived. You somehow managed to survive. That's pretty cool.
So with RuneScape was it was the biggest thing ever in 6th grade. Yeah, I know. That's what I was intending on doing, like for reals.
Snack flip.
It was my very first MMORPG.
Momorpaga.
Fuck. Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
I tell you.
Get the double health star.
Hold on. I know.
Not star, mushroom.
No.
But I got mushrooms growing in my
I tell you,
lungs. My
that
mind is
that
rolling
that
60,000
Mario.
frames
Oh.
per second.
No. Oh yes.
Ooh.
I tell you though, that Mario.
Ooh.
Okay, hold on.
RuneScape.
Wait, hold on. Yes!
RuneScape.
Okay, so RuneScape, it was my very first MMORPG.
Was it also your last?
No, I played a few others, because...
Why didn't you get that starship?
Because Gangnam Style.
Gundam style. Gingham style.
Garzy's winged. Okay, but, no, I played a few others, like, I can't remember what they were called for the life of me, but I did play a few others, trying to find, something, you know, kind of RuneScape-y, but also different. Because, I don't know, I got bored of RuneScape at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And for the longest time, I was not a high-level player. Like, I'm, like, middle-level player now. I played RuneScape before there was, like, a skill level type thing, like, where it's, like, how many skill points you have. Or something like, total, like, skill stuff. I don't know what that is. Back in my day, you were a good player if you had high... Back in my day, you were a good player when you had a high combat level. Your combat level is how you tell a good player from a bad player. That's all you need. But then they fucked things up.
I don't think you can really be called a good player if it's just if
yeah,
you're winning because your stats are high.
Yeah, it's not exactly you're a good player. You're just a high level player. And for a long time, that was not me. And there's always been free players don't really get do miss out on stuff just because they're trying to encourage you to give them money.
Nice save.
Yeah, it took me a
Free
moment.
players miss out on stuff because they're trying to encourage you to give them money.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I know. Give them money so they can keep running, and I guess that's fair. But they leave out a lot of stuff. Like, there's a whole ton of quests in, like, 2/3 of the world map that get lost if you're just a free player, which I still am. I've never done membership before. Both my brothers have. I just never found use of spending money on it. And now they have this thing called bonds, where you can earn a bond in a game, and you could supposedly purchase membership with it. And so I thought, being old school, the amount of membership you purchase would be 1 month, because that was always the lowest amount of membership purchase that you can have. But I read recently, in doing a little bit of investigating, that with a bond you only get 2 weeks of membership.
Yeah.
Which is kind of bullshit, because
the idea of ongoing subscription payments to a game like that, fuck that.
not just that, but bonds are impossible to get almost. Like
You're gonna die.
Hold on.
You're gonna die.
No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Bonds are like nearly impossible to get. Motherfucker!
How did you not see that coming?
I know. Hold on. Because I'm talking! I'm trying to talk. Wait, really?
Do you want me to do it?
No. Bonds are...
way the fuck back there. Also, get star bits.
Yeah,
you're trying to get star
what the
bits.
fuck do you think I'm doing? Oh, yeah. Bonds are like nearly impossible to get. They talk about, oh, you can, through in-game currency, you can buy bonds. But no, not really. That's kind of BS because bonds right now, you buy them on the Grand Exchange, which is sort of like a general store, like where players can just put stuff up for sale there and someone in any world can just buy it.
Oh my god, get to the point.
Fine. And right now it's going for like 14, 15 million gold coins, which is the currency there.
And what's the middle name of the designer that got us? Oh, okay, yeah, you did finally get the point.
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, and like, I don't know if I'm just not earning money right, but man, it's taking me for fucking ever to, earn that much money just to get 2 fucking weeks of membership.
Yeah,
I can't do member things with only 2 weeks. And some of the worst parts about this is, if you're just a free player, like, membership will just always surround you. Like, you just can't get away from it. Because even if you just do free-to-play stuff, like, they have this random, like, sort of lottery thing, like, where you can just get random shit every day. Ooh, fuck. But even if you're a free player, you can get members items that you can't even fucking use because you're not a fucking member and you don't have access to Member World. And it's like you're constantly being reminded, oh hey, this is a feature that you don't have because you're a free player, but if you're a member...
See, that sounds abusive.
It kind of is.
Which is the thing that I don't like about Overwatch, is that they do a lot of those same abuse tactics. Alright, you're aiming with the star. You have to aim the star.
Yeah, I know! Hold on.
Oh,
come on.
Don't do it. You have 1 health.
Oh, fuck.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid him.
Stop shooting for flowers you already have.
I don't have... Oh.
That flower you got, that was the only coin that you got.
Huh, interesting. You didn't do a good job of telling me that.
Yes, let's blame me.
No, I wasn't talking about you. I said it. Are you in it?
Yes.
Well.
I am it.
Oh, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. Yeah, it's...
I used to be with it.
That's
now, I'm not with it anymore. What's it seems frightening to me.
What's dead can never die?
It was one of the few Simpsons quotes that I actually like.
Oh.
I don't remember the whole thing though.
I didn't really watch Simpsons. Like,
yeah,
I wasn't allowed to, and yet we ended up watching...
By the time I was allowed to, I was watching Futurama anyway, and compared to Futurama, The Simpsons is garbage. Fuck you.
By the time I could watch Simpsons, I just didn't have time.
So...
but RuneScape, it's a very love-hate relationship, because I like playing it, and, see, I want to at least finish this one quest. There's this one quest that, back in my day at least, it was a sort of rite of passage. It was the Dragon Slayer quest. You're doing the typical fantasy story thing, where you're going out to slay the fucking dragon. And it's really, really hard. I've tried it multiple times before. I bring a whole bunch of stuff to, food to keep me healthy. It doesn't work. Oh, I thought it was supposed to. It's something that you just, every player in my mind has to do, like, at some point in their RuneScaping life. And I just want to do that.
See, that sounds like your past self is just guilt tripping you about something.
It's not guilt trip. I just
have realized is not worth the effort.
It's not guilt tripping, it's just like, I just want to do this. I want to be able to stay in my mind that, yes, I did this quest, and I finished it. Although, it's probably going to take me much longer to do it now that I'm putting it down for right now for Terraria.
Yeah,
For
how many fucking weeks of how many weeks of continuous uninterrupted play? No, like, cram it all together, no sleep, no food, nothing, would you have to put in order to beat this quest?
I don't know. I can probably technically beat it now that I've gotten higher skill. I was much lower in skill beforehand because I didn't, for various questing reasons, I didn't really have much reason to build up my skills, just because grinding for skills is kind of boring.
It seems like in every conceivable way this game is a ripoff. There are better games with richer mechanics, with better graphics, with a more intuitive interface, that are more fun, that don't rely on Java, that you could play without having to go through all of the psychological abuse of RuneScape. You have effectively poisoned me against not only the game, but people who play the game.
Oh, don't do that. Steel Viper's nice.
Steel VIP, yeah! Have to keep the meme going.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, you weren't there in the chat when I was talking to him.
You weren't there, Fruit. That's the douchiest thing you could say to someone that like thinks they're your friend. Oh, you weren't there.
You had to be there. Nah. Well, if you had to be there, probably wasn't that funny. Or you just suck at telling it.
Yeah.
So, in conclusion, fuck RuneScape.
I'm not ready to fuck it yet, but yeah, I've become quite disillusioned. Did I? Yes, finally.
It's one of those, like, we call it the tic-tac-toe effect. If you learn a little bit about game design, and you see the overlay or the overview of the game stretch out in front of you after you've played it for a little bit, and you see all the patterns, and you see that it's really small and disappointing when you look at the whole thing, as opposed to other games like Mario, like early Sonic games. That's a bad example.
Hey, we hit the 100 mark.
Other games like God of War, where when you see the whole thing stretch out in front of you, it gets better.
Wow, I died a lot.
Yeah, you did.
Like, just looking at how many star bits I got.
Uh-huh. Go dump that in Fatty.
Hey, what time is it?
Fatty McFat. Dump it in 13 minutes.
It's not fat yet.
Hey, that's pretty fat.
I gotta fatten them up. Hey.
Get to stand in the right spot.
Yeah, I know.
There. Do that one more time. Yeah. Wait a minute. Go back over there. Mouse over him. It's a pie. The target is a pie chart percentage thingy.
Yeah, you didn't notice?
I did not notice.
Huh.
That's
lame.
pretty nice.
Maybe you should pay attention, because I'm always paying attention.
Yeah, that's why I frequently see all of those hints and stuff that you don't.
Exactly. I mean, come on.
Oh, god damn it.
Hey.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, there's no Bowser one on this one?
Nope.
Okay, so I guess because it's supposed to be...
Yeah, this is a pure bonus level. In the original game, you're not actually supposed to have gotten here yet by the time you beat Bowser. So this is all bonus stuff. There is no Bowser's Comet Factory. Bowser's Black Hole Factory, that's what it's called, right?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I think the Bowser level for this one is supposed to be the final, like, Bowser of the
Oh,
world.
it's just this. Okay, that's not nearly as bad.
Hehehe, good luck, motherfucker.
Alright, challenge accepted. In any case,
Mm.
the moral of the story, fuck RuneScape.
I
RuneScape, more like Asscape, lol.
don't know. They seem to be. I've also heard stories that the people who run RuneScape aren't really. They don't really listen to fan recommendations. I don't know.
That's a double-edged sword.
Well, like, I mean, they seem to not really do stuff that community like would be interested in.
One of my favorite examples of community involvement and sensitivity by Valve is somebody created this this little graphic for Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike, where you could, in between missions or in between rounds, you could see how much ammo your friends had, so that you could give them ammo if they needed it from your stocks, etc. Okay? One of the devs was on Reddit in the thread where that was posted, and he was like, hey, I'm a dev for this game. Holy shit, that's a great idea. And then he had it up in 18 hours.
Yeah, that'd be great. Like, just in general, for video game makers to just look at that stuff and, like, of course, there are a ton of shit ideas in, ooh.
What?
You got hit by one of the
Oh, the tail
the
was
arms.
solid.
Yeah. Of course, there are a lot of shit ideas that, fans have, and you can't be expected to follow every one of them.
Like
but...
how for some, and there seems to be no amount of quality control in them. Like how for whatever insane reason, in the latest Smash Brothers game, there's a Final Destination version of every map. It's just they took Final Destination and reskinned it for every map. Why the fuck would you do that?
Yeah.
That's really, really dumb.
Sounds like...
And they have a whole bunch of, like, really, really badly designed levels. Like, the level design in Smash Brothers is terrible in this generation compared to previous.
Or like how Nintendo has basically like forbade people from playing it competitively, essentially.
Yeah, like no Smash mods, no anything. They seem determined to destroy their own franchises. They constantly shit on Metroid. I'm so glad we have Axiom Verge, because that's the only Metroid game we're ever gonna get, ever again. And that sucks because I love Metroid. And I want to bitch about Smash Brothers some more. So, no. There we go. Okay, so Smash Brothers.
Spin.
It feels very much like the designers of the game don't realize why people like me think it's fun.
Why do you say that?
Because, okay, an example of this is you can customize special moves. Great idea. Alright? The best idea. Here's the problem. The mode to enable custom special moves also enables stat rebalancing equipment. Sometimes that has bullshit effects, like invincible for 10 seconds on respawn. Or randomly increases your launching power by 150%. Or just other stuff like that makes competitive play impossible. Like, you shouldn't have randomly generating equipment that tweaks stats. And some of it is objectively better than other equipment that tweaks stats. And there's no way to tell which is what. Like, immediately, there's no way to get more of it other than just random drops. There's no way to efficiently grind for all the moves, which you have to unlock individually. And There's no mode for you to turn on custom special moves, but not equipment. Fuck you.
Do they still have it to where you need to play through the single player to unlock all the things that you want in multiplayer?
Yes, and there's no story mode, unlike Brawl.
What?
Yep. And none of the DLC characters have custom special moves. What you get is what you get. Why?
Yeah, that's kind of BS. And so wait, how do you? If there's no story mode, how do you unlock things?
You have to play like bonus games or like classic mode. And
So-
classic mode, for example, is buried under like 4 menus.
So
You have to go through menus and then go through sub-menus and then go even further in that. Classic mode is considered games and more.
Yeah, so basically, what they're doing is they're forcing you to play the bonus rounds. They're forcing you to play the bonus rounds in order to be able to play the game.
Yeah, largely because they don't consider the parts that I think are the most interesting, the ability to change the fundamental attack properties as opposed to just the stats, to be a legitimate part of the game. It's just gravy on top. It's like extra skins to them.
It's kind of shocking, like living in the internet. Ooh,
Yeah,
living
I'm so far down the rage hole I don't care.
living in the internet age and being able to talk to the people who buy your games. Why don't people understand why people buy their games?
Like, it is to such an insane degree. I am turned off of any future Nintendo console purchases. Like, the Nintendo Switch looks cool, but fuck it in the ass because I do not care. I'm not going to give them money until they start listening to people like me again. Because they they have patently shown for over a decade that they don't care. They're just not interested. This is what happens when you have an unloyal, when you're not loyal to your consumer base. And this is exactly why the Wii U failed so catastrophically on top of shit marketing, is because all the people who wanted a casual console, they got one. And those are not the kind of people who buy the upgrades. Like, when the next console comes out, oh, we already have one. These are the same people who say, what, buy a new Nintendo? My N64 works just fine.
That's me. That's
It is you, isn't it?
Well, that's me until like you convince me. But no, this game.
Yeah, that's why we have so many PlayStation 4 games and not a PlayStation 4. Because I don't want them to go out of print before we get a PlayStation 4.
Yeah. Well, once upon a time, I was that person like, well, why do I need a PlayStation 3 or 4 or 5000? I've got PlayStation 2. It works fine. What the fuck are you talking about? Nintendo
but they
Wii,
stopped making
Nintendo,
those
fuck
games,
that.
and you stop being able to find them for less than $100. Like, do you have any idea how much my console copy of Rez is?
No, but at the time that I had a PlayStation 2, they didn't cost crap.
Yeah, because they're towards the end of the life cycle.
No, like even as PlayStation 4 was out. Man, I think this is gonna be the last episode.
Oh man, I am so console bitter right now. This is why I moved to PC games. Because I feel like the people who make PC games actually give a shit about me.
They love you like you want them to.
Yeah.
Oh, that was bullshit.
He was very clearly within range, but no. That hurt my throat.
How much time on the clock?
You have the clock. I'm
No,
playing
you
the
don't.
game.
No, I don't. You never gave me the clock. It's right there by your knee.
If this is seriously the last episode, then it doesn't matter. We're going long because I want to beat this level.
Fine, hurry up. Forget about Starbits. Let's get going.
I'm so so full of rage for consoles.
Yeah.
Man, if Bloodborne was on PC, I would have paid no mind to the PlayStation 4 whatsoever. But they're never making a Bloodborne for PC.
Is there BlazBlue on PC?
Yes. Anytime they release an extend version of a BlazBlue game, it goes up on PC.
Oh, so does it not go up on console either? Or console?
It does go up on consoles, but they only actually release it for PC when it's the final cut.
Why?
Because you have to design around processor architecture and other stuff like that.
Okay.
Programming challenges.
Yeah.
Man, something that blew my mind to find out recently is that old video games were all programmed in assembly. Like, God of War was programmed in assembly. How the actual fuck?
I don't know what assembly is.
Okay, so you remember how I explained registers to you before? How you have to go, like, do such insanely complicated stuff in order to add two numbers together in a processor?
No.
Really? Because we talked about it for like half an hour.
No, I don't think we did.
Alright, well, whatever. Then like, that's a dead end, then. Actually, fuck it. I'm just gonna tell you anyway. So processors have slots in them called registers that you have to write information into out of RAM, and then I think that's how that works. And then tell it to perform an operation. So the actual instructions that you're telling the computer to do, and on a binary level, is take data that's in this location in RAM, move it into this register, take the location in this data in RAM,
now I remember.
move it to this register, then add the two.
I remember.
Yeah, that. Okay, now the commands to do that in binary can be shortened into commands to do that in octal, or base 8, or hexadecimal, or something like that. And the certain instructions are always represented by the same octal codes, or hex code. Motherfucker. Why is my neck so goddamn itchy? Ugh.
He just ripped off his shirt there.
Yeah. Anyway. All of those like hexadecimal commands can be represented by words that represent what they do. So instead of, I'm not making this up, A8 meaning go to, it could be the word go to but run together. Actually, go would be its own word and to would be its own word. Maybe. Whatever. Doesn't matter. But that's assembly. Like, changing those codes into words is what assembly code is.
Yeah.
And it's motherfucker! It's highly likely that Mario Galaxy was written in assembly.
You think so?
Yeah. Because like, they didn't start using... because this wasn't built on an engine, and if it was built on an internal engine that had to be coded in assembly. Specifically for the processor architecture of the Nintendo hardware. They don't make generalized stuff for video games unless you're a PC gamer. And even then, that didn't always used to be the case. It used to be that some games were actually like architecture locked. And they had to come out with different versions. They kind of still do. That's why Mac stuff doesn't run on PC.
Because certain architecture is just locked.
Yeah, like the way basic shit way down low in the system. Just fucking skip it. Fucking skip it. I don't need a mini cutscene. Yeah, so this game and everything that was happening in it right now was hand-coded by someone in assembly.
That's kind of freaking astonishing, thinking, like, just looking at everything.
Yeah. I know for a fact God of War was, because it was in one of the commentary tracks. By the way, God of War created my, like, you know how I love DVD extras and stuff? Man, I feel like every reasonable person has to love DVD extras. And if you don't love DVD extras, you're what's wrong with the streaming market. Because those extras only exist in home ownership format.
So, video games have commentaries.
Some of them do. Like
That's
Portal
really
has
cool.
one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Portal, Left 4 Dead. Team Fortress 2 has one.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It is amazingly out of date. I would be willing to bet that what's it called? Half-Life has a developer commentary.
That's great. Okay, can I go to bed?
Yeah, fuck this. Not even saving.
What? No, 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 no!
I don't even care.
My star bits!
I'll grind you some star bits. Fuck this.
Fuck you! No, we're not. Oh, fine. Good night, everybody. I'm tired. Too tired to be mad. Good night.